When Meghan Markle thought she could charm South Asian culture lovers with a staged Masala Dabba gift stunt, she didn't expect fashion icon Tan France to call her out so publicly. The respected, Queer Eye star, known for his authenticity and sharp wit, didn't hold back. He flat-out roasted Meghan for faking cultural appreciation in what many are calling another one of her desperate PR moves. Instead of being celebrated for inclusivity, Meghan now faces embarrassment as France's words cut through the glossy facade she tried to project. And once again, her critics say this proves Meghan's global outreach is nothing more than opportunistic pandering. Tan France's reaction has struck a nerve because it wasn't an emotional outburst, it was rooted in credibility. He's widely admired for genuinely embracing diversity and uplifting underrepresented voices in fashion and lifestyle. So when someone like France dismisses Meghan's Masala Dabba display as inauthentic, the accusation carries weight. To the public, it wasn't just about a spice box, it was about exposing a pattern of behavior. Meghan often swoops into cultures she barely engages with, cherry-picks what looks fashionable, and then packages it as her own discovery. France's roast has peeled back that carefully staged image, forcing many to question how many other moments of her so-called cultural appreciation were simply photo ops. What makes the incident even more embarrassing is the way Meghan tried to pass off the Masala Dabba as a heartfelt fusion of tradition and wellness. She dressed it up in poetic words, made it sound like a gift from the heart, and assumed nobody would notice the shallowness behind it. But Tan France did. He pointed out that authentic gestures carry understanding, not theatrics, and this is where Meghan always fails. Instead of respecting traditions for what they are, she transforms them into props to elevate her brand. It's this kind of shallow mimicry that has many people branding her as tone-deaf, and France simply gave voice to what so many were already thinking. For Meghan, the PR stunt backfired spectacularly. Instead of glowing headlines about her embracing South Asian heritage, the story quickly turned into a showcase of her opportunism. The Masala Dabba, a common household staple in Indian culture, was never meant to be a trendy accessory. It represents everyday life, simplicity, and roots. By treating it like a novelty gift she could flaunt for applause, Meghan exposed her disconnect with the very communities she claims to champion. And in the age of global social media, where audiences instantly spot pretentiousness, that disconnect cannot be hidden. What's worse for Meghan is that Tan France's criticism has credibility because he understands cultural authenticity. He has built his career on celebrating heritage, not exploiting it. For him to roast Meghan so bluntly wasn't petty, it was a direct challenge to her pattern of using culture as a backdrop for self-promotion. And now, her carefully polished, global humanitarian image looks even shakier. France's words validated what critics have said for years: Meghan doesn't engage with culture to uplift it, she does it to spotlight herself. The fallout of this Masala Dabba incident reveals something deeper. Meghan's endless pursuit of relevance is becoming transparent. The world has caught on to her formula: stage a stunt, attach it to a trending cultural or social theme, and then flood the media with flattering coverage. But every time the mask slips, as it did with Tan France's roast, her credibility erodes further. Instead of gaining admiration, she becomes the subject of ridicule. What was supposed to be a celebration of diversity has turned into yet another reminder of how Meghan cheapens traditions for personal gain. This is why Tan France's public roasting matters. He didn't just critique a single stunt, he pulled back the curtain on a larger issue. Meghan's so-called cultural inclusivity is less about genuine connection and more about brand building. And the irony is that her attempts at relatability only highlight how out of touch she truly is. The Masala Dabba incident wasn't about food, spices, or tradition. It was about a woman desperately trying to reinvent herself through borrowed symbols, only to be exposed by someone with true authenticity. Meghan wanted applause. Instead, she got humiliation. Thanks to Tan France's honesty, the world is once again reminded that behind the glamorous PR gloss lies a figure who thrives on imitation, not sincerity. And as each of these stunts backfires, Meghan's image as a global influencer fades further into the realm of parody. The Masala Dabba wasn't just a spice box, it became a symbol of her desperation, a desperate play for validation that crumbled under the weight of its own fakery.